Hello everyone, this is the Halloween channel and welcome to my first prop review. Now this prop review is going to be on the Spirit Halloween animatronic Sitting Scare Witch. Okay guys, here we are, and yes, I am doing commentary. I'm trying it out. I'm going to be doing commentary on all my prop reviews, but I just want to show you the scene for a second before I get started on the prop review. I just kind of wanted to set the scene a little bit. I'll probably gather more props around this setting as Halloween gets closer. But right now I just have this swing mechanism that I picked up a few days ago. I went to Spirit, the small one, and I picked that up. And then I also have this like Scream thing that I made. I just used my old Scream costume and a pole, like a T-frame that I also made. So yeah. But anyway, now I'm going to get to the prop review on Sitting Scare Witch. Okay, so for my reviews, what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to have 5 categories, and those categories are going to be detail, concept, setup, durability, and animation. So I'm just going to jump straight into the first category, which is detail. So the detail category. Yes, this girl, wouldn't say she's the most detailed. She does have a lot of detail on her face and everything. Her hat is kind of crinkly, which I kind of don't like. It's kind of hard. I like to tilt her hat up a little bit, but not too much. So I just want to make sure you can't see her face. Because if I put it too far down, I used to put it too far down so I could make sure there was no way you could see her face. But I don't even know if anybody's gonna look down there. But then when she goes up, she doesn't really. You can't really see it that well. Like her hat is kind of covering half of her face, so that's just terrible. So I need to make sure to put it up kind of like this, and it's pretty good, but it's kind of hard to make it do that. But yeah, the detail is pretty cool. On the clothes, not so much. And the hair, I like the hair. It's pretty messy, but I guess it's supposed to be. And yeah, the hair is okay. It doesn't really, the white combination with the black and the green, I really don't like how the hair fits. I feel like it should have been more black, but then you wouldn't really be able to see it. But I don't really care if she has hair, because yeah, she does have some good detail. The clothes, they aren't the most detailed, but she does have this like black stuff. It's kind of like gauze or something to make it a little more detailed. But then when you get to the hands and everything, the hands are great. There's the black nails, which are pretty cool. And it kind of has this line there, a little bit unrealistic. But these hands are pretty realistic, except for those lines here. That doesn't look pretty realistic, but and I don't know if this is on all of these, but the hands don't really go like this well. They kind of just fall. It's just hard to get them to do that. Okay, so I've just bent down here, and as you can see, her face, really good detail, pretty good detail prop. She's got lots of indents for wrinkles and stuff, and her pointy nose, I love that. Her teeth are all chipped and rotten, and then her eyes actually light up, and they still do look pretty realistic. Her, she's really realistic here. Look, she's got a lot of wrinkles, and she's super angry. And yeah, it's really cool. I love how those eyes light up too. So it does give some light. And so yeah, the detail on the face is super cool. And yeah, probably the best part of the detail on this prop. Okay, next category. Sorry, I'm trying to make this prop review short, like under 15 minutes. But yeah, this category is kind of long, so I'll try to make this one shorter. And this category is concept. Okay, if you didn't know, concept is where I talk about like the prop idea, how well it was carried out. I don't know if other YouTubers do this, but I know HTJ Halloween does. Shout out to HTJ Halloween. Great YouTuber, my favorite Halloween YouTuber. He has a great haunt and great videos, so go ahead and check him out if you haven't already. But yeah, the concept, back into the concept. This is where this is where I talk about how well the idea was carried out, and like if there's any reskins of it, then it wouldn't be very good. But if it's totally original, it depends on. It's just how original it is. That's basically the concept. So as we all know, Sitting Scare Witch is definitely not original. Her concept isn't the best. She is a reskin of the other two Sitting Scare props, which are Sitting Scarecrow and Sitting Scareclown. Sitting Scarecrow is the first original, so that would be definitely original. Sitting Scareclown, I think that's the worst one. I think this one's the best one, not because of the detail, but because of the audio. The audio. But I'll talk about that in the animation category because I do include that with the animation. But yeah, I just think the audio is really cool. But we'll save that for animation. And but the concept isn't too good. But I still think it's the best one out of the Sitting Scare trio. But we'll move on to the next category, which is setup. Okay, for Sitting Scare Witch and both the other Sitting Scare props, the Sitting Scare props are super simple to set up, and they're just really easy. All I have is pretty much the whole body, the bowl, and one pole. So it's just really easy. Basically just 3 parts, and you have to connect a couple wires. And that's pretty much it. It's super easy, not much to say about the setup. It's really well, so this is a great category, and setup is pretty easy. So moving on to the next category, which is durability. So durability will always be kind of hard because it's not like I've had the prop for a couple years. I do prop reviews shortly after I get the props. I did get this prop last year, because I did start the channel this year, just very recently, a couple months ago. Last month. But yeah, Sitting Scare Witch, I got her last year after Halloween. And she has been doing really well in the time that I've had her out. And yeah, so Sitting Scare Witch, I think she's gonna be pretty durable. She doesn't look like she would break too easily. It is a pretty violent snapping motion, but it's not really the most violent. She is still a really good jump scare, and she has so she does have that snapping. I will play her in the animation category, which is next. I will turn her on, but yeah, it is a pretty violent snapping motion, and you will hear a snap when I turn her on. But I think she is probably going to last for at least 2 years, which is as long as I want her to last, because I don't think I'll be using her for more than that. But yeah, I think she will be pretty durable for the time that I want to use her. And so this is a pretty good category that will do pretty well. And this brings us to the final category, which is animation. So now animation includes kind of 2 other categories. It includes like the audio and the scare factor, which I include both of those because they're kind of part of the animation. If you turn her on, that's all of it, because when you turn her on, you can see the animation, you hear the audio, and you see the scare factor, how scary it is. So I will go ahead and plug her in right now. Okay, I have turned her on motion. So she should go on. Whoa! Okay, well that was kind of a fail. I hope you did still get a good scoop of her animation. I mean, still saw it pretty well, but she totally leaned back. I should have pushed the chair more farther back, but yeah. So you definitely got a good feel of her animation. You might have heard her snap a little bit. It's not that loud, but it you can still hear it probably. And yeah, she is a pretty the animation is very good, and for the scare factor, it is great. One of the most terrifying jump scares, I don't think it's the most terrifying, which is probably Peekaboo Penny. Sorry I keep talking about her, but she's just a great prop, and I have her out right now, so her prop review will be coming soon. But yeah, Sitting Scare Witch is still a pretty terrifying jump scare. I also want to talk about the audio. And the audio, definitely the best, I think, of the Sitting Scare props, because Sitting Scarecrow, he just goes like, roar, and then, like, just for a very short time, and then he laughs, and then goes down. And then pretty much the same as Sitting Scare Clown. Sitting Scare Clown says surprise instead of roaring, and then he does the same laugh as Sitting Scarecrow, I'm pretty sure. But yeah, Sitting Scare Witch has a totally different audio. It lasts on for so long, like as you're walking away from somebody's porch, and they have her, like, you can hear the sound lingering. You can hear like the scream, and then you can hear like cats meowing and wolves howling and thunder at the end. It just goes on for a while, a lot longer than the other Sitting Scare ones. So I think the audio, that's really what sold this one for me. I probably would have gotten another one because she doesn't really fit. There's not too many witch props. I don't have any other witch props really, but yeah, so I'm just going to have her on my front porch. She won't really fit too well, but I guess it is what it is. But yeah, the auto really sold me for her, and or sold her for me. Yeah, so that's how I got her. But I think that pretty much concludes our prop review, but I still do have to give her a 5-star rating. So for my 5-star rating for Sitting Scare Witch, I'm not gonna do a star for each category, because I do have 5 categories, so you might have thought that's what I was doing, but it's not. I am just going to be giving her an overall rating out of 5 stars. So for Sitting Scare Witch, her star rating is going to be 4 out of 5 stars. She is a great prop, doesn't really exactly deserve that full 5-star rating. I think there are definitely props better than her, but she's still a great prop, and I'll love her as an addition to my haunt this year, and I am pretty excited that I have her. But yes, that finally concludes the prop review. Thank you for watching, and subscribe to my channel for more content about great Spirit Halloween prop demos, reviews, all that great stuff. Anyway, I'll see you next time.